Well, hey everybody, and welcome to another Music Monday on Indie Artists Reveal Worldwide. I am Sabrina Taylor, creator and host of the show, and I hope you guys are having a wonderful, wonderful Monday evening. Totally am. My special guest is definitely here, and we've already been chatting, found several things that we have in common. And I'm a dog lover, and so is she. So, honey, that's enough to set my chatterbox on 10. I could talk about dogs all day long, right? Well, listen, I'm so glad you guys are here with me. I want you to, first of all, let me say hello to all of you in Facebook land, all of you that are on YouTube. I want you to, once they come in, encourage everybody to subscribe to the YouTube channel there. And on Facebook, I want you to get, even though you're on your handheld, I give you the okay to share, right? But if you're using a laptop, open another tab and share the broadcast. We've got some wonderful, wonderful conversation that we're going to share and the coveted music premiere on tonight. So much to share, just 1 hour to do it. Hang out with us because you're really going to enjoy the show. My special guest tonight is Terisa Griffin, an amazing, fantabulous queen. And when she first came on, all I could do was, she's like, "What, honey? You're a queen. Beautiful." And then bring her on so you can see why she looks just like a queen. Hello, Terisa.
Hello, Sabrina. How are you?
Great. Thank you for coming on this platform to share with us tonight.
I'm the grateful one. I'm grateful to be here. I am so grateful to be here and humbled. Thank you.
Oh, of course, you're welcome. It's an honor. It's an honor and a pleasure to have you here. Where are you located?
I am located in Chicago.
Oh, I miss the Midwest. I used to live in Northwest Indiana.
Did you?
Yeah, it's just right across the border. I'd get like some nights, Teresa, I couldn't sleep. So I had this little red convertible. And I'd let the back and just drive into the city and go downtown Chicago and just enjoy the lights. And yeah. I
Oh,
miss
definitely. Chicago has a vibe.
Yeah.
It is a place that you can be alone but not feel lonely. That's
Yes.
how I felt, moving here. It doesn't mean that I didn't have lonely moments, but
Right.
I really learned to date myself in Chicago. It was so many different things that I could do that I dated myself a lot.
Wow.
And so I found that I wasn't lonely because it was such a beautiful place to live. It had so much, to offer me. So I loved it.
Wow. Chicago. So where'd you move from?
I moved from Monroe, Louisiana.
Oh, really?
Yep, I'm a Louisiana girl.
Mm-mm.
Mhm.
Well, see, here's the other thing. So I right now, of course, this is I like visuals because they help me with my dreams, right?
Mhm.
And
Yes,
so I have a huge vision board
I
in
have
the
a vision
studio.
book. Mhm.
Exactly. Yes. And so one of the things that I did was once I moved from the Midwest, I wasn't ready to move back, but I am here. Um, I put that vision board together because I knew this would just be temporary, right?
Yes. Mhm.
So behind me, you're like, wait a minute, Mississippi. Yes, this is New York behind me. And I have a vision for the indie artist in New York. And so I thought, what better way to
You
keep the
have to
vision
look at it. You have to
correct?
look at it.
That's it.
That's what vision is, being able to see it. If
Yes.
you can't see it, if you don't know what it looks like, how can you want it? How can you fixate on it? How can you work toward it? You don't have, you got to get something at the end of the tunnel to look at.
That's right.
And that's part of having, vision. And so that's what stimulates you, and that's what you can see. You are what you see. You are what you visualize. And I
Absolutely.
believe that because I had to do it a lot.
Really?
Yes, I always had to, every time I wanted to accomplish something, I put in a vision book. It was I would cut out all the little articles and put it in the book, and it's separated, by different phases of from financial to family. But God is right there on top. It starts my book.
Yes.
I've
Yeah.
got the scripture at the very beginning, because I know that I'm nothing without God. And then, my first page is that it's about that. And then the next thing is acknowledging
Mm.
who I am to Teresa,
Right.
and what I want to hold on to no matter what.
Right. Yeah.
And how can I make that a better entity? How can I be better at being Teresa? And then I need to break that down into
Mm.
into my vision, because I never want to lose who I am. You
Right.
always want to know who you are no matter what you're doing. Some people forget who they are.
That's right.
And I always want to stay grounded, but I want to fly. That's it for me.
Listen, and speaking of flying that you're doing, I have just been watching. I've never seen you in person, and I am purposed to do that. I have got to see you. I know you're going to be at one of the wineries, Chicago, on the 23rd.
Chicago City Winery, and on the 27th, I'm in Atlanta.
Atlanta. Okay, so the closest for me is Atlanta. That's a 5.5 hour drive for me. But I
Ooh,
want to see you somewhere between. Is there one in New Orleans now? So 3 hours from me is south is
Nashville.
Memphis, Nashville. Well, that's further away. That's 5.5 hours.
Oh, yeah, that's more.
So Memphis is 3 hours from me going south. No, going north, and
Mhm.
going south is New Orleans or somewhere in Birmingham. So I gotta get with you. I gotta see you because, honey, you own the stage. Every stage you step on, you already know it's gonna be on and popping. And yes,
I
it is.
am doing my best to enjoy my life
Oh,
unapologetically, especially on stage.
sure, sure.
That's the one time you can lose everything else.
Yeah,
You
absolutely.
can forget who you are
Mm,
in those moments. And
yeah.
it just becomes about you being a part of this music that actually can penetrate someone else's soul,
Mm.
how they feel, what they do.
Mhm.
It's a beautiful, dangerous power that you have if
When
you are
you
a
say
true performer, I believe.
when you say dangerous, share a little bit of that because that's very intriguing to hear you put that in the midst of that sentence as well.
Well, you think about it, and I'm one of those biblical children. My
Yes, me
dad
too.
was a minister. You
Mhm.
think about who Lucifer was, this beautiful
Mm.
angel.
Mhm.
He was in the heavenly choir,
Mhm.
the most beautiful voice. And that betrayal was what sank that ship,
The whole ship.
And
Yes.
so you've been given something that you feel is exceptional. And then you have the ability to touch other people.
Mm.
And they tell you that this is the special, you make them feel special. And then you write something that may be not the best taste, but your fans go with you.
Sure.
And then they keep going down this rabbit hole with you.
Mhm.
That's a powerful, dangerous power. And so I feel as entertainers, we have a responsibility
Yes, we do.
to not all, we don't have to take people to the worst place because
Mhm.
that's easy. I think the challenge of making great music was in the lyrics of Stevie Wonder. When you hear his lyrics, it's colorful and you know, and it tells a story. When you are captivated by a Whitney Houston,
Hmm.
you hear her interpretation, which is a different
It
interpretation
is
of Dolly Parton's I Will Always Love You.
correct.
Though written by Dolly, the way Whitney delivered it, it was powerful.
Yeah.
It penetrated us
Hmm.
in such a way. And so, as artists, we have a huge responsibility to penetrate people right, is what I
Mm.
think. If you want to penetrate someone's soul, you have a responsibility when you do so.
Right.
Yeah.
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 Because music, it, it's spiritual, you know, and good or bad, either way you go, as you said, it's a responsibility. It does. It impacts us. It's so that's why we talk about it being universal, Teresa.
Hmm.
Because it doesn't matter if you can speak, a different language, whether it's Spanish or French or
It's something
you know,
about that music,
that music. Yes, indeed.
something about that music. You know, it's funny when you hit dun 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 dun. It's just something dun, dun, just making something
Moving.
something about it,
Yep.
and that's you know I laugh sometimes when I see they be getting on Kirk Franklin. They like Kirk is touching a different group of people, and it's like he is.
He is. I
He is.
agree.
He is touching a different group of people, but I want to be closer to the one that touched God, and he said, "Somebody touch me,"
Mm.
because my
Mm.
faith would be so strong that he says, "Somebody touch me." So it's a careful walk,
It is.
that as musicians we have to walk. What are we to really incite?
Right.
Because
Right.
you can incite sexuality.
Sure can.
People make babies.
Hmm.
You doing some things.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You
I
make
do.
some things. So it's a powerful thing to be a musician.
Yeah. And you can
I'm
incite
grateful for
violence.
that gift.
Yeah. Yeah.
Grateful.
Yeah. Because, there's music that causes people to say, oh, God told me to go and kill a child. Okay, wait, really?
Okay,
Really?
what you heard?
You what?
What was up under that?
Mm, mm.
What was up under that?
See,
You
that's a whole other show, Teresa. Oh, oh, a whole other show. So there is a
It makes you
huge.
responsible in your writing. That's,
Ex-
I decided I want to write about love. I
I love
love,
that.
I want to write about love because
Yes,
I want to bring people there.
and you do that so 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 well. I mean, I
Yeah.
have listened to When You're Around Me so much that I mean I really believe you. Not that I didn't, but I
Um,
mean, if I didn't, if I had a doubt in my mind, I don't anymore because I want to meet that man. You, you know, as somebody just listening to it. As a matter of fact, one of your there was a comment um on the video, the YouTube video, where someone said they just happened past this video. And then when they heard, the passion eh, that you were carrying through the lyrics, it was like, oh my God, where has she come from? Where has she been? People are discovering you all the time. And I want to ask you how you feel about that. Listen, I haven't even gotten to any of my questions yet.
I'm sorry.
No,
Um,
no, this is such great dialogue, which I call authentic, and it's just doing its thing. Um, I gotta take the first break of the night though,
okay.
and one of those is going to be the commercial of you going, being at City Winery in Chicago. I know you've got other things
Thank
between that, but I
you.
think that's like one of the bigger things, so to,
Thank
so to
you.
speak. Yeah. So we're going to pay a couple of bills, and I want to come back, and we have got to continue to chat. You guys, are you enjoying the conversation? Let me know in the comments. If you've got any questions for Teresa, please make sure that you enter them into the chat. We're going to pose them to her. But we definitely want to go to that premiere later on in the show. But until then, we've got some bills. We'll be back in just a moment right here on Indie Artist Reveal Worldwide. The Music Note Boutique has returned, offering must-have lifestyle go-tos from indie artist Reveal Worldwide. Grab your Black is the New White mug, our 25-ounce hot-cold travel cup, and our classic teas, available in an array of colors. Get your essentials now. Visit us at etsy.com/shop/the Music Note Boutique.
Hi there. I am inviting you out because it's a simmering summer, and I want you to lounge with me to my soulful sounds. It's a Virgo turn up. It's a Virgo vibe. So slip into your loungewear and ride the rhythms with me on August the 23rd at City Winery in Chicago. Come on, you know me. It's your girl, Terisa Griffin. And we're gonna ride this Virgo season out. See you there.
Join us every Monday at 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time to hear the stories of artists you love and discover artists you'll learn to love on Indie Artist Reveal Worldwide via Facebook and YouTube. The expansion continues. You can locate us on 10 affiliate radio stations, rebroadcasting Indie Artist Reveal Worldwide segments around the globe. Come on, join the indie community. Hey everybody, welcome back to the show. We are both here with you with Miss Terisa Griffin, our special guest on this evening. So glad that you guys are here. If you're just joining us, please do me a favor. If you're on Facebook, share. And then if you've come in on YouTube, make sure you follow the channel. There's going to be so much more this year that you don't want to miss. And so glad you guys are on board. And we're back with Miss Teresa. I was saying to you when we were getting ready to go to break that I had discovered a comment from when you're around me, and someone said that they had just discovered you and they were so glad that they did. How does that make you feel?
Wow.
Yeah.
Discovering me, and they're just flipping through
Yeah.
from across.
Yep.
I feel so blessed.
I know, right?
I mean, because they didn't have to stop, but they did. And
Yeah.
then they liked it enough to actually leave a comment. And, that's sweet.
Isn't that sweet?
And it's encouraging. It's when you're an indie artist,
yeah,
and people take the time to actually hear you, really hear you, because I'm a grown indie artist.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not, and so that means a grown person took the time to stop and do that. And grown people, we'll listen to some, but we don't always be moved enough to write nothing. Like, okay, I heard it, girl. Yeah, I heard it. And yeah, have you heard this song? But for somebody to sit and write out that I just happen across you and, give me a compliment,
right?
that's amazing. And I'm grateful.
Wow. Well, I want to backtrack a little bit. We know you can sing. I mean, that's why you are here. And such a powerful voice you have. What first got you into music? Yeah, that's Ron. Hey Ron, so glad that you have joined us on tonight. So, Teresa, what first got you into music? How'd you get started?
Ooh,
I know.
I can remember literally.
Mhm.
My dad called my sister up and he said, Mary Ann's coming up to sing.
Okay.
And immediately I felt like he needed to hear my voice too.
Mm,
And I was like, I can sing too. And
okay.
Daddy said, well, come on, baby. And I just loved singing in church and seeing the people's reactions to us singing.
Sure.
And having that bone chilling uh gospel soul
Mm,
church hallelujah feeling go through you, was something that was amazing. But watching how the people reacted to us was, it was beautiful. And so I was like, I'm gonna need to, I'm gonna need to have some more of this. And I kept kept wanting some more and some more. And I just was like, okay, so this is what I want.
yeah.
And I have been so happy ever since that one night I flipped that coin up on the map while I was on the floor and it fell on Illinois. And I was like, I guess I'm going to Chicago.
No way. I think I
And
heard that
I'm
before.
infatuous like that.
That is crazy. Really?
I'm one of the people who could get up tomorrow and say, I think I want to go to Italy. I'm one of
Ooh.
those people. I could I could move and figure it out.
Wow.
I'm just, I don't feel like God gave us this amazing earth
Right.
for me to not see everything and experience as much as possible, as long as it's good. You know,
Right. I
I'm
get that.
I'm searching for happiness and good. So seeing the world is that's a blessing. And I don't have a problem getting up to go do it, to live my life,
Wow.
because I think whatever talent you have, God will make way for it no matter where you are with it.
He sure will. He sure will. And of course, for those who are just popping in, we've got a lot of people popping in from YouTube. Thank you so much, and we appreciate you coming in. This podcast, vodcast, if you will, is about stories. You see so many independent artists who are out there, and we see them sort of in an almost accomplished state, right? So they're kind of going in the direction, if you will, and where they have been dreaming to go in. But I want people to know the catalyst or the thing that got them started, the dreams, because everything starts with a dream, with a thought. You know,
Hmm.
some of us have the courage because it does take courage to dream and implement that dream. And so, where I'm going with that is, do you feel like music was like a lifeline for you, Teresa?
Music is
Yeah.
my life. It's the only line I know.
Yeah.
Literally,
Mm.
um, I would find some way
Hmm.
to do music. I would find some way to let my little light shine. And so I never thought that having a record deal was the end all for me.
Wow.
Um, I knew that they struggled to figure out where to put me,
Hmm.
and that was okay if you're struggling, but it's not okay for me to not live my life because you can't figure it out.
Oh, that part.
So I knew early on that I just needed to put my project out on my own. And
Yeah.
I'm in a business where people like to own you. Now, I don't know why they got
Mhm.
a slave mentality, but they like to own you. And
Indeed.
I don't have, my only master is God.
Come on.
We're not fixing to own Teresa. Teresa is not for
Oh,
sale,
see.
because I
Mm-mm.
already know once you go down that road, then you also go down belligerence. You go down regret. And I don't need to go down those highways. We all have, you should minimize how much regret you have in your life, because life is so short.
It is so fragile. I mean, because you and I, we've seen, we go to bed tonight, and before we wake up in the morning, someone is transitioned.
Mhm.
A lot of our
Somebody
luminaries
transitioning right now.
at this moment, correctly.
Right here.
That is so correct. That is so correct. And sometimes it gets overwhelming for me because I know that there's so much talent in that person that we've not seen, gifts that we've not
Mhm.
discovered. And that's one of the reasons why I asked you when someone says they discovered you, how you feel about that.
I love it. I love that they discovered me,
Yes, that's what I
you know,
mean.
because
Yeah.
I am, I'm here to be
Mm,
discovered. I think we're
yes,
all here to be discovered. And when somebody that time, just imagine what else that person could have done with that time.
that's
But
right.
they discovered me in that moment. And I'm grateful that I gave them something to discover.
Yeah,
It also tells me that I'm doing something right,
you are.
that there is an audience for me.
Mm,
So how do I find that audience? That's always the question. That's that next little question. How do you find the audience for you?
right.
And you have to look at those things. So,
Mm,
I got my great marketer Tan, and she's out there, she's like, since I go on and I talk about the makeup. When you got somebody sending you makeup, I have this guy Du Mitchell sending me makeup, and it's called Beautsom, Beautsome, and the makeup is amazing. And it's when you have things like that coming to you,
yeah,
also know that you're marketable. You also know
exactly.
that you have influence. So it gets you out of the mindset of, oh, I have to be, let's just throw a name out, Tony Braxton, in order to have
Gotcha.
success. I don't have to be that.
No,
I can have success with Teresa,
that's right.
and people can discover me, and I can work at people discovering me, but I can authentically be me. And I don't ever want to feel like Whitney Houston felt where she said, "Can I be me?"
Jesus.
She left so much there for people to understand what
Right.
artists give up. And if she could have just been her,
Ooh,
imagine the level of happiness she might have experienced. And
right.
I have not cared about what anybody said I should be. I don't care. I'm not fixing to lose any more weight unless I want to lose weight. I'm
Oh,
not doing that. I'm not putting my titties up no further than I'm gonna put them up. Okay. I'm grown. I'm grown.
that's right.
Okay.
Right. It's about you.
I'm grown. If I want to put pajamas on every day, which I do, I want to do that. Okay.
I love it.
I don't want somebody to say, she had a nervous breakdown and now she only wear pajamas. I've always worn them. You didn't know it. I
Wow.
want to be me. And I
Mm,
don't ever want to look back and you look at the wonderful part of Whitney that she gave us.
that's right.
She gave us hell to the no.
Uh, you know,
She gave us, and people struggled with, she wasn't who they thought she should be. But
right.
the truth of the matter is, because she was who she was, she could sing the song she sang.
Yep.
There was a level of, you sing like that, you're in touch with your torment.
Mm,
You're in touch with
right.
you asking, when you say, I have nothing, 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 you know, it's the way she said it and the way she pushed those notes out that we who have gone through loneliness understand and fell in love with somebody and they broke our heart. If I don't have you,
Mm,
see through, right through the heart of me. You break down my walls. That's, and when she was singing that, she was married to Bobby Brown.
I know, right?
So they had a kinship, you
Yeah,
know, and as much as people may not like it, artists need to be who they are
they sure do.
because you're already tormented with this perfection of music and how you really want to people to love it and do. You heard Erica Badu say, "I'm sensitive about mine."
Yes.
So
Absolutely.
I'm about to give y'all this call, Tyrone, but I'm sensitive about, so if y'all like it, just swallow it for the next 3 minutes, basically. You know what I'm saying? But I'm
Oh,
giving you the best that I got, Anita Baker.
yeah. Yeah. And that's why so many artists have decided to hit the indie um, route, because that creative control is so important. And seemingly
Ownership of your creative control.
that's right. Exactly. Ownership. And
Mhm.
that's given away to a large degree when you, so were you, while I'm thinking about it, you were sharing, were you with a major label, or was there a major deal being offered, or you were considering? Is that what
Mhm.
happened?
Oh,
Um,
I've had production deals, I've had a
yep,
couple of offers,
yep.
but I can't give away half of my publishing. I can't
Mhm,
do any of that. Those are like your children, your
mhm.
insurance policies. You don't give your children away.
That's right.
So
That's
and it
right.
was um and it was me knowing that if I went with a deal with this particular producer,
Sure.
I wasn't gonna be happy. It was those type of situations. I
Right.
I remember Danny Boy and when he called me up because he was on Suge Knight.
Yeah.
And I flew out there and did some private recordings for him. And I knew after they shook their purse out on the table that I couldn't come back. All you do is on
Okay. Hello.
the table. Tampons and everything that fell out on
Oh my gosh. Yes.
they don't care.
My
This
goodness.
night. And he was kind to me.
Oh,
And it was interesting because MC Hammer was the producer that night with him. So yeah.
right.
Mm-hmm.
My God. Oh, the story here. Oh, and there was one. Oh, I want to take the last break so we can just.
Danny
Girl, I'm
Boy.
telling you, I got so much. You're gonna have to come back. That's all it is to it.
Call me.
When there's an artist that's multi-layered, um, I try to get as much in as I can, and when I can, I'm not gonna force it. We just have to
We just
have
have to
you
do
come
this
back,
anyway.
circle back, and then we can talk again. Oh my God. I just love it. I love your spirit. From the moment she popped in, we were laughing. So I love that. I really love that. So, you guys, look, don't go too far. One last break, and we'll be back with our special guest, Miss Terisa Griffin, right here on Indie Artist Reveal Worldwide. Join us every Monday at 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time to hear the stories of artists you love and discover artists you'll learn to love on Indie Artist Reveal Worldwide via Facebook and YouTube. The expansion continues. You can locate us on 10 affiliate radio stations, rebroadcasting Indie Artist Reveal Worldwide segments around the globe. Come on, join the indie community.
Hi there. I am inviting you out because it's a simmering summer, and I want you to lounge with me to my soulful sounds. It's a Virgo turn up. It's a Virgo vibe. So slip into your loungewear and ride the rhythms with me on August the 23rd at City Winery in Chicago. Come on, you know me. It's your girl, Terisa Griffin. And we're gonna ride this Virgo season out. See you there.
The Music Note Boutique has returned, offering must-have lifestyle go-tos from indie artist Reveal Worldwide. Grab your Black is the New White mug, our 25-ounce hot-cold travel cup, and our classic teas, available in an array of colors. Get your essentials now. Visit us at etsy.com/shop/The Music Note Boutique. Hey everybody, I'd almost forgotten about that last commercial. I thought, oh, I got one more. What was I thinking? Oh my God. But I'm so glad you guys are here. You're joining us. And if you are for the very first time, thank you so much for joining the show. My special guest tonight is Terisa Griffin. Woo-hoo. Wish I had some hand claps, but I do. Oh, thank you, sweetheart. Oh my God. Oh, just an amazing, amazing creative. And I'm just so excited to have you here tonight. And what's
I'm
really
excited to be
weird,
here, Sabrina.
oh, thank you. What's really weird is my auntie told me some time ago, about you. And I said, okay, I got to circle
Did
back.
she?
Uh-huh. And she says, you gotta have her on your show. And if you don't do it at the time that somebody tells you, you will just forget.
Yeah.
At 58, things escape me, and I just put it in my little calendar. And if it weren't for Google,
You
I
do not
forget.
look like you 58, so stop it.
Oh, I am 58.
Like my baby over there. Look at you.
Thank you. Oh,
Yeah.
sucks now. Oh, but we have you here tonight, and that's all that really matters is that you're here.
Mm.
And before we went to this last break, there was something that I wanted to bring up. I'd heard the story about how you, at one point, and I promise you guys we're going to get to the music. I promise, I promise, I promise. But this story was just so intriguing how you lived with a relative at one point. And I guess it just didn't work out. And then you decided, I got to move on, but you ended up living in your car.
Oh yeah, I literally I knew that night. I was like, I'd rather live in my car than be
What?
disrespected.
Whoa.
And my dad brought us up very proud.
Mhm.
Um, and I just wasn't gonna take it. I
Yeah.
wasn't, you know, I didn't think for one second that I would stay in my car as long as I did, but I
Mhm.
knew I was prepared to stay in there as long as I needed to.
Got it.
And so, at the time, I was doing background singing for the Iceman, Jerry Butler, and I had just gotten the gig. I probably had had the gig probably like maybe 3 months, and I'm paying rent, and sleeping on the couch, and really,
Mhm.
um, it just, I just didn't expect that, and I didn't expect for my uncle to be so difficult. And
Mhm.
so I have always been taught if you can't live, you know, in peace, then you need to go where you can find peace.
That
And
part.
so I was like, well, the safest place in Chicago is in front of Louis Farrakhan's house. So let me go over there.
Hyde Park? You mean
Yeah,
that is a safe place?
but the
Beautiful.
Nation of
Yeah.
Islam, they
Yeah.
take care of women.
Yes, they do.
Those guys, I don't know, God knows I don't know what I would have done
Mm.
because I was so terrified. I'd come from nowhere basically. You sleep in your car in the front of your house and nothing happens where I come from, you know.
Hmm.
So it was, let me go over here. And I love the Nation of Islam. Um, they are just, amazing. And I eventually, Jerry's drummer used to catch a ride with me to the airport. And one day he just decided it was getting too cold and that I wouldn't make it through the winter. And
What?
and he called me out on it. He was like, "Kid, let me stop, and let me use the bathroom at your place at Hyde Park." And I was like, "No, you can make it. You can make it holy." He's like, "No, no, kid, I'm cold now. I can't make it." I'm like, "No, you can make it. You
Oh,
can
you're funny.
make it." He was like, "Kid." I'm like, "I don't have a place to stay." He said, "There's stuff in
Oh.
the back, kid. Come on, we're going home." And he took me home with him in their
Oh.
family building, and I slept in their living room for like maybe 4 months, 4 or 5 months. And then I got saved up enough money to get my own place. And Jerry Butler's piano player, God rest his soul, Charles Matthews. So
Mhm.
Ira Gates was the drummer whose family let me stay in their building. And Jerry Butler's piano player, who was his musical director, Charles Matthews, God rest his soul, both of them, he signed for me to get my first apartment. and I moved in there with a Papazon chair, them round bowl, the big round bowl chairs from Pier 1. I
I
was like,
remember.
I don't have anything else. I have a chair. So
Oh, God.
I slept in this chair. I was so crazy, but I loved it. And when I look back on it, I'm so proud of myself. So I can't let anybody bring me down,
Right,
ever.
right, right. So, moving forward, what was there are defining moments with us when we are just about to cross that threshold, if you will, of us having that major moment. Do you remember what that defining moment for you was when you had like a major gig or performance? Do you remember what that was, what that looked like for you?
Well, at first, wow. At first, I thought when I won V103 uh, contest, and everybody in Chicago was hearing me sing "Song for You," and then it was um, landing Oprah Winfrey's commercial "Get with the Program," and Double Mint Gum commercial for Venus and Serena when they were doing the Double Mint Gum
That's
thing,
right.
and then it was when Diana Ross passed me the mic on Oprah's show,
I
and
remember that.
then I mean it when you keep having these amazing
Yes.
moments from
Yes.
opening for major people that you never thought you'd ever meet, from Isaac Hayes to Ashford and Simpson to gosh, I worked with Richard Marx before. I've worked with Patti LaBelle. Um, gosh, Don King had me singing the anthem for them when they did their first fight here, and he introduced me to Jimmy McGriff at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, where he had Jimmy McGriff being, this, amazing organ, a jazz organist, and uh, God, Bernie Mac being one of my
Mm.
bestest of closest friends and
Yeah.
mentor as well, and uh, so many amazing
Yeah.
moments,
Yep.
and but probably my greatest moment was marrying my husband.
Ooh. Aw.
Yeah.
Now you got all kind of brownie points with that sugar.
He's my
I
friend.
love it. I didn't expect you to say that, but I
Yeah.
love that.
It's a turn in my life. It
I
was
gotcha. Oh, wow.
beyond, this is who I'm going to spend the rest of my life with.
Mm.
And he is that. And
Yeah.
that's why I wrote When You're Around Me around about him,
Oh,
because we've been writing this story of
a
me
long.
and him.
Mhm.
Okay. Words can't explain what's really the truth. Okay.
Mm.
I
Listen.
am you and you are me. And
That
that's
song.
picture perfect love fantasy, because we want to I never thought I'd find somebody, but I knew somewhere that God had made him for me,
Mhm.
who would love my absolute ridiculous.
Mm.
I can be ridiculous, okay?
I love that description of yourself. Oh,
Ridiculous.
somebody who would love your ridiculous.
Yeah, because
Um,
I love me
yes.
and you need to
Exactly.
love me, okay?
Hello.
And you, baby, you gonna love, okay? But it was more like I
Oh,
don't have to, I don't need a husband.
right.
I would love to be your wife.
Totally understand
You
that.
know, I
Yeah.
I, I don't need a husband,
Right.
but I
Yeah.
want to be your wife. And and it has, through it all, um, I wouldn't want to do this with anyone else but him.
Wow. That's amazing because that was a conversation you and I were having when, back of house. It's like, you're right. We don't need, some people are needy now. Let's just get that straight.
I didn't say I wasn't needy. I said I
Yeah,
don't
well,
need.
need that. Exactly. No, and I meant in that respect,
Yeah.
some women need to have a husband, but I don't need a husband. I just want a partner. And, to hear you, because some people think, oh, that's arrogant of you. No, no, not arrogant, because a lot have not been worthy of me.
That's right.
And that too, that statement sounds arrogant, but
No, we
I,
are queens.
I got that part.
We are queens.
Yeah,
Everybody does not deserve
right,
you.
right.
You don't give yourself to everybody.
Mm,
A
sis,
queen does not give herself and share herself with any and everybody.
nope.
Because your throne is too low if you do. Okay? Where your throne at in hell? No, everybody don't deserve a queen. Okay?
Oh my God.
I'm not looking for one, okay?
Mm-mm-mm.
That's not the one you want.
That's
You
right.
don't want that one.
No,
You
you
don't
don't.
deserve you.
Wow. Wow.
That's not arrogant. That's true.
Mm, mm, mm,
That's
mm.
a truth. And we should not apologize for it, okay? Because you get what you settle for.
And I am just amazed to have had that confirmation. I mean, and that wasn't even something we were even, you know, thinking of talking about. It just came out, and I've just kind of been told, girl, you think a little bit too high minded of yourself. It's
I
like,
said
well,
I was
that's just
ridiculous.
how I think, and
I
that's how
told
it's
you I
going to
was
be.
ridiculous. Didn't I say that?
Yes, you did.
I'd be like, you live here with 6 people. And he said, I know. I don't know which one you are today, but
Not,
whichever one of them people.
oh God.
And he kissed me on the forehead. And he said, I love you. And then he walked because he know he living with 6 people. He know it. Okay.
Woo.
One of them may not be married that day. Okay. Okay. I'm not married.
Ooh.
Don't nobody get no food today. You need to go buy some food. you one of us is not going in the kitchen. That means none of us is going.
But
That's ridiculous. You gotta love somebody when they start telling you crazy stuff like
that
that.
is what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. Oh my lord. Oh my lord. But you're definitely a queen. And uh it when I was hoping that you would come, I said, well, if I don't get her in August, I'm going to try again in September. I'm going to try her until I get her, because you've just been coming across my feed so much. And when I see artists who come across my feed like that, that means it's time for me to in some way get connected. And I'm so very glad I did. I'm so glad, because we have so many commonalities. It's unreal. It's unreal.
I
And
look at how we draw. I think that's what you start to do universally.
yeah.
You start to draw what should be to you.
Mhm.
Because remember we were talking about vision,
We were. Yes.
and you're drawing that to you. We're drawing like-minded women to us. I think right now it's more important than ever for women to start drawing the right like-minded woman to her world.
Wow.
It's something powerful that we are going to have to do. I don't know what it is, but it's something powerful that we're going to have to do. So it's important now that
Yeah.
we start drawing each other in,
Yes. I
and
agree.
stay connected, in a whole nother way.
Stay connected. Now that is key too, because I know there are seasonal people, they come in and they go
Oh, of
out,
course.
but the like-mindedness is what I want to stay connected to.
Oh,
And
yes.
yeah, I totally agree with you. Totally
And
agree.
that connects across, you know, across the plane.
Oh yeah.
You
Oh
just, how, there's a thing that says they will know you are Christian
yeah.
by your love. And
Yes.
so that don't have to be your best friend. You just know. So when you talk to each other, it's almost like you knew each other, already, because
Already.
that is that. It's that connecting thing that happens. And so of course, it's time. It's time for all of us to connect. We got to get to our piece of the puzzle, and we've got to connect. And it's wonderful to be a part of your puzzle, and you be a part of mine.
Oh, Auntie Joan Brown.
Auntie Joan, 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 Sapphire. Look, little girl. This Sapphire had this made for me. I
What?
know your sister. I love
Oh
you.
my gosh.
Little Joan.
She's the one who told me about you so long ago, and I've been trying to. I call her Auntie, and I'm so glad. Thank you, sweetheart. Such a blessing. Such a blessing.
Joan, you know I thank you, don't you? She had me in the Collier clan. That's my sister. That's my sister.
She has us everywhere, and don't you just love it?
They do.
Oh my gosh. But I do want to circle back to the music about the creative side of you. You are a singer-songwriter.
Mhm.
How long does it take you to create a song? I mean, what inspires you to do so?
Well, when you're around me was I was losing my husband to COVID, or I should say I
Mm.
was fighting COVID
Mhm.
for my husband, and I was terrified of what that the reports you keep getting about. Love you, Robin. The reports you start to get about this person dying and that person dying,
Yes. Mhm.
and as I was sitting downstairs, because I every 2 hours I would put him in the steam room. We have a steam room that I use really as a singer, as often as possible to
True.
keep me clean.
Mhm.
Uh, and I put him in the steam room. Dr. CB was talking. I had, been really looking at a lot of stuff from Dr. CB, and so I was like, we need to steam this out. We need to steam your lungs out. This is the inflammation that's coming into your lungs, and we need to
Right.
steam you out as much as possible. I have lupus, so I was giving him my lupus medicine as well, because they were treating people with the lupus medicine because of COVID and the inflammation that it was causing. And I sat downstairs in my solarium, and I just started singing, these words. And I was like, let me grab my phone, and I hit record, and I just started singing, I fall in love when you're around me. You're around me. Ooh, I fall in love. And they're really the background parts. You're around me.
It is.
Mhm. And that's what I heard first, were the backgrounds
Right.
of the song. Nothing else but the backgrounds. And I called up Mike Logan Sr. a year later, because I'd been writing. I wrote so much stuff during COVID, and I really started recording this project during COVID.
Right.
And I had finished a song prior to that, which was because I had lost my drummer, and I lost my guitar player to COVID. And
Mm.
well, they said it wasn't COVID, but they had heart attacks, and they never would have thought. And I was losing people. And so before my guitar player died, I wrote a whole song about loss.
Wow.
And we recorded this other song on there where I met my love at the beach, you see. My heart stopped when I saw his face. Never seen anything like him before. My heart stopped it hit the floor. I want him to be mine. Ooh, I need him to be mine. And so I was writing all of this stuff during COVID, and meeting with my band members, and doing this, and half the project was done, and my guitar player died after we lost my friend Kahari, a drummer who was working with George Benson. He worked with everyone,
Yeah.
and, uh, and I couldn't write anymore. I couldn't sing the words coming out of the song anymore. And then I just happened to start revisiting some stuff, and I heard When You're Around Me, and these tears came to my eyes, and I decided, sitting there in the car, that I would go ahead and keep humming. And Mike met with me. He let me. We came in, and he writes with Shania Twain, so many other people. And I came in, and I sat down, and he starts playing piano from putting the music around what I had, sang.
Mhm.
And he says, "So where do you hear the verse going?" I said, "Oh, I know where it's going. It's going to go right here. Writing the story of me and you. Words can't explain what's really the truth.
Wow.
I am you and you are me. A picture perfect love, fantasy unfolding."
Honey, listen, I bet you guys didn't know when you came on here tonight, you were going to get a mini concert from Miss Teresa Griffin, did you? You did not, because I didn't. Girl! Ooh, that make you say, sing! You better, you
But
better.
that's how I wrote it.
Oh my
It was a synergy.
God!
It was a synergy with Mike at that
Oh
moment. When because he played exactly what I wanted him to play, and then I was like, "Okay, Mike, now I'm gonna write the rest of the lyrics." And we started laughing, and I wrote the rest of
yes.
the lyrics, and the second verse came to me like that. It's a book of complicated love. No
See,
one will ever be able to destroy the heaven that we built. I feel it with every fingertips. So beautiful, surrounded by joy. I'm falling every day in love with you, boy. I fall in love when you're around me. And that was it. You know, that was it.
that was enough, man, because that song itself is so passionate. I said I told her back of house, I want to meet the man that inspired her to write this song.
Well, there's some other songs on there, some X's
So passionate.
inspired. Look, there's some
Mm,
songs on there, some X's inspired.
mm, mm.
but, but I also put myself in other positions. What if?
Yeah.
What if I was in a relationship and my husband's messing around? You
Ooh.
know, how would I handle it? I think,
Right.
and I said, I want to be Nancy Wilson handle you.
Mhm.
I don't want to, I want to guess who I saw today.
Ah,
I want to be old Teresa that wanted to club you in the head and set your car on fire. I want to be, I want to be Nancy Wilson, because I'm more dignified now, and I
ah.
loved Nancy Wilson's Guess Who I Saw Today. I really loved it. You're so late getting home from the office.
Yes, sir, ma'am. Yes.
Were you caught in the rain? Well, don't bother to explain. Can I fix you a quick martini? Well, as a matter of fact, motherfucker, I think I'll have one with you because that's what it kind of felt like. And I was like, you know what? But how would Teresa say it? And so,
Yes.
and so I wrote the song Lately, You're Not the Same. You know, if
Mm.
I'm lying, then I'm blind. And
No,
I
no, no. I believe
I'm
you.
wrong.
I
I can
believe
see in
you.
your eyes as you whisper sweet lies that your love ain't as deep as my own. I can even deal with all that. But you can't hide the fact that a verse is missing from this love song. Please tell me what to do to get back on track with you so we can make this house a home because lately you're not the same. That.
You are amazing.
I'm just a woman in touch with how we feel,
Exactly.
how we
Mhm.
feel. But I always, I want to do it with as much class and grace as I possibly can because now I'm at a point where I think we have enough of overexposure.
Yes, we do. I agree.
I think
Totally.
we need to find a place where we have our kids want to be like us,
Mhm.
not we want to be like them.
Right.
It's we all want to be young, okay? But we all can't be at the same time.
That's right.
So,
That's
so
right.
I want to inspire them to want to get here.
Sure.
That's what I hear and
Mhm.
hear and hear, all of it.
Mm. Well, I think that this is an excellent segue to the video. I'm sure I'm going to be censored by Facebook, but that's okay. I'm so used to being censored by Facebook, it's just not funny. No, we're going to play that thing tonight because I want those who may not have heard why I'm so excited about this song. I want you guys to hear it. I want you to love on it. And Teresa's just fabulous. So when we come back, now I want the emojis and um, the hearts. I want them to go up in the middle of this song. I want to share some of that with her right after this video is over. So you guys please enjoy When You're Around Me by our special guest tonight, Miss Terisa Griffin. Ooh.
Writing this story of me and you. Words can't explain what's really the truth. I am you and you me. Picture perfect love, fantasy of falling. 'Cause I feel the love. I'm falling, I'm falling, I'm falling, falling, I'm falling, falling. 'Cause I feel the love. Feel the love, baby. A book of complicated love. No one will ever be able to destroy the heaven that we built. I felt it with every fingertips. It's so beautiful, surrounded by joy. I'm falling in love every day that I feel. Ooh, I feel the love, baby. See, I'm falling, I'm falling, I'm falling, I'm falling, I'm falling, I'm falling, baby. Oh, I feel right now. I feel the love. All around me, through the clouds, through the rain, beneath the stars. Ooh, I feel no pain. There's no need to ever fear. It's real. Oh, don't you feel it, baby? Oh, I can't help myself. I'm falling, I'm falling, I'm falling, I'm falling. Will you have mercy on me, baby? I can't help myself. I'm falling, I'm falling, I'm falling, I'm falling, I'm falling, I'm falling, I'm falling in love, baby. Love, baby. Can't we write this song forever, baby? Make it a love that's like no other, baby. I feel the love all around me every time. I'm falling, I'm falling, I'm falling. I'm falling, I'm falling, I'm falling, 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 falling.
Such a fantastic performance
Thank you.
Amazing, amazing, just amazing. I could hear a little Phyllis Hyman vibe going on in there. Someone said I hear a little Anita Baker vibe going on in there.
Hmm.
So, who are some? I didn't ask this, which I'm surprised that I didn't. Who are some of your musical influences, Teresa?
So definitely Sarah Vaughan, Ella Fitzgerald, Tina Turner,
Hmm.
Luther Vandross, Sonita Baker, definitely Phyllis Hyman, Aretha Franklin, uh, Kathleen Battle. Uh,
Oh.
Let me see, Nina Simone.
Ooh. Yes. I get. Mm.
Hmm. And those people fascinated me. Of course, I loved Prince so much.
Did
Uh,
you?
oh my God, ridiculous.
Wow.
Ridiculously love, 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 love Prince. I,
Wow.
oh gosh,
I,
something about, something. And I can't leave out Aerosmith.
oh
And
my God. Really?
yes.
Oh my gosh. See, I like Aerosmith.
When I tell you I listen to so many different things, I mean, I can sing so many Dolly Parton songs, it's ridiculous.
No way.
Mhm. I love the way she writes. And I loved, just a lot of things about country music.
Huh.
I love, love, love those artists and some of the songs that they sing. I worked at a country radio station.
Oh my goodness.
I did. So I listened to so much uh country music over there. Garth Brooks. Oof, come on, baby. But my favorite, love can build a bridge
Yes.
between your heart and mine. Love can build a bridge. Don't you think it's time? Don't you think it's time? I
Can you?
love them. I love Winona and her mom and that whole, you know, it's something, you know, storytelling about country music. And I think that's why I love Phyllis Hyman so much too, because the way she told a story, there used to be a time in my life when we were lovers.
Ooh.
And we shared this apartment together, just us two. You can hear her. Think of how we planned to get married, saying you love how I used to know you
Love
well.
that song.
Oh, I can't stand.
You better sing.
I
Oh my
love.
God.
I
You
mean, when you listen to those women, they were telling stories. Aretha told
yes,
stories.
she did.
You know,
Mhm.
a
Nina
house
Simone
protected.
told
You
stories.
don't hear her. Aretha told a
Yes.
story. Some
Yes.
time ago, I thought you would run out of food, baby.
Woo!
I was so wrong. You got one that you never lose. I'm like, the way you treat me is I mean, Aretha was telling a story
Yes,
and a ministry at the same time. You
that part.
got to love her. You
Right.
have to love her. You, if you didn't like Aretha, there was something wrong with you. Yeah.
So exactly. But
And she was a clown
but
because
the,
she was
the
cool. She was a clown. She was a
but
clown.
you yes. Yes indeed. But what I loved about all of the women that you named, I bet your bottom dollar they all experienced some type of betrayal, some kind of
Mm,
heartbreak,
yeah.
um, and they just channeled all of that through their music.
What else can
And
you do?
well, some people tend to withdraw and keep it in and weep and cry and woe is me. But
Not if you're a musician.
that's what I was going to say. But
It's
if
gonna
you're a
come out raggedy. No matter
it's going to come,
somehow it's coming. It's
it's coming
coming.
out.
It's coming.
That it's coming out. Um, and Jay King said something when I had him on a few weeks back. He said one thing he loved about Marvin Gaye is he told his truth right in the midst of when it was happening. A lot of artists, he said, will tend to tell the story like after you've gotten through a little of it. But
Mhm.
Marvin Gaye sang about whatever
Yes.
he was. It just came right out at the moment.
Oh,
Okay.
oh, mercy, mercy me. Oh, things ain't what they used to be. No, no. I just dropped my phone. I'm gonna get was like, no,
Yes.
it's something that entire project right there.
Yeah. It was phenomenal.
But so did Curtis Mayfield.
Yes. Yes.
People get ready. There's a train coming.
Yep.
Don't need no ticket. You just get on board. I mean, he was all you need is faith. I
Oh, you're so well rounded in that. All the music, you're like the sponge that has just soaked up everything from every walk, everywhere, every genre. Some vocalists, bless their hearts, you know, and it's okay that they just sing certain kinds of songs. But your versatility
it could also
makes
be
you
my curse. The versatility could be my curse, but
could
it's
be, but
but I thought of it as a blessing.
it is.
I've
Yes.
done one woman shows because I want to study that artist. I want to. I love Gladys Knight, the way she held. The way she would hold on to no. There can be no way. There can be no way.
I'm talking
No
about.
way that I could ever have a happy ending. And you'd be like, "Ooh, come
I
on,
got
girl,
chills just as you were singing.
hold it." Just
Chills,
hold
my
it.
God.
But I had that time to study other artists
Yeah.
because I was here in Chicago by myself and I needed to work. I needed to understand what it meant to be a real musician
Yeah.
and what it is that their struggle was. What did they do? How did they get through it? How could you sing night after night after night and protect your voice? It was so many things that I had to learn, and I had to learn what those musicians were. I needed to get in their head when I'm learning a song. I'm like, Earth, Wind, and Fire. Who was writing this? Who was writing this? Come and see victory in a lab coat fantasy, loving life for you and me to behold. To your soul, here's ecstasy. You will find. I'm like, oh my God, really? So
Yeah.
I'm in their head. What are they thinking? How
Right.
are they processing? Who wrote this? Because I don't know who the hell wrote Boogie Wonderland. They
But
like
baby,
a bad man to a woman who has made too many bets. I'm like, the mirror stares you. I'm like, who the hell wrote this? What drug was they on? I mean, you're just sitting
ooh,
fascinated, because this came out of a person.
it did.
Bill Withers was a person, and his
Yeah.
lyrics, I see the crystal raindrops fall, and the beauty of it all is I want to spend the night. What the? Ooh, crystal raindrops. Who writes that?
Crystal raindrops.
Yes. Who writes and the music at the same time. This is a man who has a guitar and he's voice and he's here and he's writing,
Wow.
just the two of us. When you think about Bill, I want to spend the night with you forever. I'm like, every time I wind up spending in grandma's hand to the church on Sunday morning, grandma's hand. I mean, you got to get in here if you decide that you want to be a musician, not just a singer, but a musician,
That's
because
powerful.
you got to understand what's going on with this guitar
Yes.
while you're singing this.
Yes.
Intimacy of it. That's something that Al Green understood.
Oh,
Beautiful. When you get right down to it. Boom, boom, boom. Oh,
that music.
I learned to fall in love with it.
Exactly. And do you, and I know we're running out of time. Oh, sis, I'm sorry. But I, the music that you have, the snippets that you've given us are just phenomenal snippets. And it's the kind of music that you go, wait a minute, I know where I was when that song came out. Ooh, I was dating
Soundtrack
such and
of your
such.
life is what I
Yes,
it is.
exactly.
Music is, and that's why it's so important because it is the soundtrack of
Yep.
our lives,
Yes.
And
Yes.
so when you think about it, that's where
Mhm.
you want to be able to go there.
Right.
Because I don't know where I was when all up in the club. Mama give you love. I know what you need, mama. boom. I'm like, okay, all right, then.
It's got a nice beat.
Okay. So we had a wheelchair, can't do but bounce by.
But see, this particular viewer is saying where I was going. Bring back that real R&B.
Yes, Sharon.
Yeah, bring it back. And that's what I love
That's why
about
we have to be
you.
grown.
Yeah.
That's why I'm lounging every day. Grown
Well,
folks lounge.
uh,
Okay? Grown folks lounge. Okay. After a while, you're not trying to put on the tightest girdle in the
no,
United States.
ma'am. No,
Okay.
ma'am. We
You
are
need
not.
to. You need to, but you don't
But
want
you
to.
choose not to.
Okay.
Yes. Oh
You
my
be like, well,
God.
if I put these lounges on, ain't nobody gonna know.
No.
Well, nobody know that. Okay.
Oh
But if you
God.
put spandex on, somebody gonna pray you wish you coulda, woulda, had it on. But so
Take it off.
yes,
Literally
I
take that
do.
off.
I want us to find that place
Yes.
where our kids can say, I want to be like that.
Right.
Let's look at her. Look at Angela Bassett. God damn it.
She's so fine.
She
She's so
is.
fine. I mean, just
Angela Bassett,
and I mean that in a sweet way,
Yes.
nothing,
No,
just
no, that's just she's a queen.
and yes, she is.
Queens.
Yes.
Queens. And I said we
Queens of
draw.
queens.
So when you look
Exactly.
at that, that's where I want to be with my audience. That's the
Mhm.
audience I'm looking for.
Yeah.
That's the audience I'm drawing to me,
Yeah.
where they appreciate the entirety of music.
Wow.
And I believe that that audience still exists.
It does.
If you sing it, they will come.
And this is so I love this with you. That was going to be my next question. Like when people hear you, even those who have known you for a while, when they hear you, they experience you over and over. And then for those who haven't, what is it that you want them to take away, to touch, to feel, to experience with Terisa Griffin? And that's what you were just sharing.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
that realness.
Yeah.
I want
Yeah.
them to know when they come to me, I want to take them somewhere.
Yes.
I want to take them somewhere comfortable. I want to take them somewhere beautiful.
Mm.
I want them to leave having an experience
Hmm.
in music. And in that show, I'll give them glamour.
Mm.
Uh,
Yes.
I want them to say, well, man, I want to take a picture with her. Wouldn't mind a picture with her. But mostly, we had a good time.
Yeah.
And we'll see her next time.
Absolutely.
That's what I want.
Absolutely. And I want you guys to please connect. I usually only put about 3 social media platforms, but um, go to her hub, terisagriffin.com,
Yeah.
and she may be coming to a city near you. You just never know. But you gotta connect, stay connected, get on those social platforms, follow her, download. You have such an extensive library, and I love that about you. You give good music. And that's what I adore about you, Miss Terisa. I really do. You're just a
You.
fantabulous person. And I'm so glad to have met you. What's on the agenda for you? What can we expect in the near future from you?
Wow. So I already started on a new project. So I have started to write again on a new project.
Yay.
Stevie Wonder's station is actually playing the next song. I Want Him to Be Mine.
Wow.
And so it was actually considered on that list for the nominations for Grammys in the remix. Terry Hunter, who I actually did the remix of Wonderful with,
Yeah.
he had us up, and people started hearing, and the project had just came out. So that was a great place to be.
Sure.
I would love people to join me, and especially women, but guys, please come with us. I want you to
Yes.
join me on this lounging journey, to just be ourselves, unapologetically grown. That is my mission now. I have a charity. It's called Better Love Yourself. I've just finished coming off of giving kids Foot Lockers to go off to college. We're entering our 20th year of giving kids Foot Lockers to go off to college, over 8,500 trunks and Foot Lockers
Whoa.
over the years. And so
Yeah.
I want people to go on this unapologetic grown journey with me now. Grown music, grown life, grown journey. Come with me, lounge with me. Ladies, let's enjoy our lipsticks and our makeups and our facial creams and our, you know, how to spend our time in steam rooms and, how to grow our food, all of that. I want them to go on a grown journey with me. And on this journey, we get to grow up and show our kids that it's okay to grow up. There's
Wow.
beauty in being grown. There's nothing ugly about it because life is beautiful.
It is.
And,
It
and it's
is.
gonna hit you. It's gonna happen. But if
Yep.
you got your village, you will always get through it. It will be painful, but
Right.
I want us to show them that they can get through it. Not this petty stuff they're seeing now. I want them to see grown.
And I want them to see it through you. I mean, because you, the way you present music, so full of passion, is so real. I mean, and not to say that it's not, but it's like I can reach out and touch you without even physically touching you because your music is just that. It's just that powerful. I'm telling you,
Beautiful.
the hairs on my arm are standing um, when I hear music that you're singing. It comes from a real place,
Mm.
and that's what we really need more of. And by the way, I I ask people to put questions in here. And there are some questions that I hadn't gotten to. Ron wanted to know about you coming to Detroit. Do you have any tour dates for
Oh,
Detroit?
Ron, I don't have a date for Detroit. I know Chicago is 4 hours from you,
Yeah,
so I need to look at a venue. If you have any suggestions, I'm right now with this intimate touring that I am doing. I'm looking for venues that are like 250, capacity like 250, so that I can draw that more lounge feel. When I say lounge, I'm lounging, y'all. I'm
I
serious,
gotcha.
and I am traveling with a band.
Okay,
So I am looking for intimate spots, Ron. If you know of one, please go to my website and send me a message.
you will.
You hit
Yeah.
contact, send me a message, and we'll check that space out. We're actually going to Houston. We're going to Dallas, so I am hitting some cities. I was just talking to Tan about saying I've got to hit St. Louis. I've got
Yes.
to hit Nashville. I've got to hit Memphis if I can, redo that. I had somebody call me from Memphis about something in December. I don't know if it's going to come through, but I'm claiming it. I'm going to LA to do Stevie Wonder's Soul Fest in October. I'm in Atlanta on August the 27th. So I am getting around as quickly as I possibly can. Keep in mind, I'm traveling with a band. So
Oh,
as an indie artist, I carry all those expenses
yes.
and I definitely want my guys there because I want you to have an authentic musical experience with me, not a track date. But I do
Right.
travel with tracks with house music.
Well, then Chinyer, one of my
London, oh,
greatest supporters. She's putting it down. These are the places that she would love to. She's from the UK and she's here every Monday with me.
hi, Janir.
Yeah,
How
I
are you?
know. I know. She wants to see you at Pizza Express and Soul Mama.
You know what? I got to screenshot this so I can
No problem.
I got to screenshot this so I can make sure keep that up so I can look up those spots. Look at me talking about keep it up so I can look at
I
those spots.
think Tangi is on here, and
Oh,
so
good. Tam,
she
can
can
you
see
grab
Tan's
those?
on here. Yep, she's on.
Because I'm over here having a moment. Like, girl, can I get that? Can I make that happen? Girl, let me see the places right there.
Yep,
Snap.
yep, yep,
Thank
yep. You got it. You got it. You got
you.
it. Well, we just appreciate all of you guys. You have just, oh my God, without you, we couldn't really exist. I mean, we'd still have the music, but we thank you for coming and supporting and asking questions. And you can go, Teresa, into after it's over into the chat and just look at everything. I might have missed something. I don't know. But as the music was playing, people were just posting, posting, posting. So I'm sure there's some comments in there that I have overlooked. My apologies for that. But
I'm going to
you
go back
guys,
tomorrow. Look, tomorrow I'm going to sit down.
tomorrow, yeah, yeah, you can go in
Or
and
late
just
tonight, or when I wake up at 3 a.m. like I do almost every morning. And I'm
there
like,
you go and
let me
just check it
see
out.
how we went. How did we do?
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, but I really, again, I've said it 100 times. I'm gonna say it 101. Thank you, Teresa, for coming.
Oh, thank you, Sabrina. And
Um,
y'all do know it's Sobrina.
Thank you for making that clear, because some people
Oh,
always want to spell my name with an A. So
just so y'all
it's
know.
Sabrina. It is. It's literally Sophia is my older sister, and my mom said she wanted a Sophia and a Sabrina. So that's why my name is spelled with an O.
I like it.
I do too. I do too.
Oh,
Yes, ma'am. Well, listen, everybody, I do appreciate you so very much for coming and spending this time with us. I'm going to edit this down for radio. I promise you I will, because we went over a little bit, but I don't care. I edit out and put in, and I might add another song when it gets on radio. I don't, who knows what I'm going to do
oh,
for radio edits. So definitely want to thank everybody for staying as long as you have. Remember, what you make happen for others, God will make it happen for you. We'll see you next time. You guys take care.